there's all this competition, and we're going to dive in and talk about how we feel about it, whether it's necessary, and I will give points accordingly, definitely with no bias toward Bob.
And we're going to tell anyone who likes anything why they're stupid for liking it and caring so much.
Yes.
Yeah?
You know, you could just name him. We're talking about Tyler, obviously. Mr. Hyper-competitive here.
That's right, our guest, Tyler. Did anyone call him? Is he here?
Yeah, maybe.
Tyler? Did anybody
he's
call
only
him?
our guest in spirit. Mark will
okay.
be possessed by the ghost of Tyler, and that's how Tyler's the guest. It's a Go reference.
Gotcha. Tyler, we're only talking about you behind your back, just the way you
guys
like
do
it.
that, right? Don't you get possessed by the ghost of viewers or something?
Oh, yeah,
that's a bit you guys
absolutely.
do, right?
Oh, red chips. Oh, I hate red. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm leaving. Sorry, my Tyler. Tyler, go away. Go to Mark.
What?
It's your turn to babysit.
What?
Have you guys never heard the story? This is an aside.
Tyler doesn't like red chips?
Have you ever heard the story of how we got the name Apocalypto?
No.
I assume he was in that movie.
No. It boiled down to a night where some friends and I were gathered together at my mom's house. We were, I don't know, teenage. We were probably in high school. And we were going to play some like poker with no stakes. There was no money involved. I just had this cool poker set of like chips and cards. And we're like, yeah, let's just play some cards.
Pointless poker. Got it.
So we sat around a table. I divvied up chips. Everyone had the same amount. I forget how many different colors of chips there were, like four, whatever the standard thing is. It was a standard like poker set.
Usually 4 colors.
And we play. I deal out the first bit of cards. We're playing standard Texas Hold'em, whatever. First round, nobody really has anything. Everyone puts in like the least amount of money to bet. No one does any raising or whatever. It's more so just like, 2 and a jack. Yeah, just gonna call. I guess let's see if the river, the flop, the river, the turn. Let's see what I get from this. I said that out of order. I'm sorry. Bet all red chips. Somebody won. The rest of us lost. Whatever. Next hand. Oh, man. Don't really like my cards. I got like a 3 and a 9. Can't get it really straight. They're different suits. I guess I'll just play to see what turns over. Maybe I'll get a pair of 3 of a kind or something. Nothing. Guess I'll fold. Everyone else kind of felt the same way. It was at this point, Tyler stood up and said, "This is stupid. Nobody's even bet anything besides stupid red chips. I don't even want to play anymore." And he just like walked out. And we were like, okay, Apocalypto, it's not the end of the world. We played 2 hands of poker before Tyler rage quit. And his reason he was upset was because no one bet a chip that was a different color than red. He wanted people to like go all in on the second hand. He was very upset. It was...
I was
that is the story.
I was really waiting for there to be a moment where you were like, hey, we were playing poker. And Tyler was like, what do you guys think of the apocalypse? What's that called? The end of the world? The Apocalypto? And everyone was like, ha ha ha, you don't know the word apocalypse.
We called him that just out of like frustration for what we perceived as overreacting to not wide enough color betting variety in the first 2 or 3. It might have been 3 hands.
Isn't there just white, red, and blue chips? I remember playing
Sometimes there's
poker
green. Sometimes
with you
there's
guys.
Green in sets.
Were there green? I don't even think there were green chips, were there?
I've had
There
4
weren't
color
many,
sets of chips.
but you know, like red was the lowest amount. It was like 50 or whatever, and then it was like 100, 5, whatever the numbers were. But no one wanted to bet their chips on like a offsuit 2 jack, and nobody had anything. And the thing that won those first 2 rounds was like, oh, I had an ace high, or I had a pair of 2s. It was really not that interesting. But Tyler wanted there to be like River Card World Series of Poker Finals table, like levels of drama in the first few hands. He wanted to see 3 stacks of red chips. I want to put $500 of blue chips in. No money behind this, mind you, but he just did not like the fact that people weren't bluffing in the first 2 hands of the game. We played for all of 10 minutes after 20, 30 minutes of setup before Tyler was done for the night. And we called him Apocalypto because it felt like the apocalypse was coming over betting some red chips. That's
Seems
it.
appropriate.
That's the story.
I appreciate that there's a motivation for the name. I was really hoping there'd be more of an explanation.
I wonder if he'll have more to add that he remembers. That's how I remember it.
Is Apocalypto a word? Is that like a term that you call someone that? Or someone just literally was like, he's a real Apocalypto.
I think someone
And
just,
then it just
it might
stuck.
be a word, but I think someone just called him that. I don't remember who it was. I can't take credit. Someone said, okay, Apocalypto.
Wow.
That's it. That's the story.
If you want more stories about why Tyler's named what he's named, you should listen to Go My Favorite Sports Team, the top sports, not sports podcast on the sports podcast charts.
Hell yeah.
the masters of balls and sticks or balls and holes or other things, and also Mark is there.